Yeah. So perhaps the first one, I saw this in the when you were doing this on live, and I just really think that it's really amazing. I mean, I just hope someone would, in fact, like wear this in one of these like fashion shows, or yeah.
Yes, it's pretty good.
I really think the texture and the colors that you put into it. So perhaps could you tell us the inspiration and the idea behind this?
La inspiración y la idea detrás de esta.
It's part of the project that I can't speak, but yes, it's true that ¿cómo hago para explicarlo sin decir?
Habla solo de esta pieza,
Sí,
la inspiración de esta pieza y por qué así ya está.
¿Me la traduces, por favor?
Sí.
Ok, la inspiración de esta pieza es poder rememorar cierta parte de la característica de la identidad humana.
The aim of this piece was to remember certain parts of the characteristics of the human mentality, of the human life.
Ajá. Es una pieza de una serie de 6.
It's one piece, but it will be a series of 6 pieces in total.
Serán 6 chaquetas que guarden cada una parte de un aspecto de la identidad de las personas.
There will be 6 coats that every coat will be related to one of the characteristics of the persons.
En este caso podríamos decir que es la elegancia y el brillo.
In this case, we could say that this is about the style and things that shine that we like to wear. For example, jewels or your own fashion style.
Aspectos que se ven dañados y que se tienen que no sé si abandonar.
Mm-hmm.
En determinadas circunstancias de la vida.
And these are aspects that sometimes are harmed or you have to leave behind in some stages of your life, maybe for depending the reasons, and you have to leave things behind. So this would be one of the things you leave behind, your clothes style or things that jewels or things that you wear, depending on your situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is, and the other pieces will be related to other aspects
mm-hmm.
of people. This was this style and the things you wear, your personality sometimes, but transmitted through the style. And the other coat will be about other things.
Bueno. Sí, ¿de qué? ¿De la otra chaqueta? Bueno, ahora estoy trabajando en otra que será acerca de los aspectos más infantiles tanto del adulto como del niño en sí mismo.
The one she's working right now, the other coat, will be about the childhood and the things you have to leave behind as an adult and also as a child.
Este es de los aspectos más importantes dañados en situaciones de crisis.
And this is one of the aspects that are more harmed in a crisis situation, the children and also your child part.
How long does it take to make this piece?
¿Cuánto tardas en hacer esto, por ejemplo?
Yo trabajo mucho. I work a lot. And lot of hours, no? Lot of hours of the day, but I maybe 1 month. But no, maybe 1 month.
1 month, maybe.
But I ever work 2 or 3 pairs in the pieces in the same moment.
She works 2 or 3 pieces at the same.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And one question that I have is, do you have the whole image in your mind when you're starting these pieces, or this happens during time, like you change your mind, you just figure it out?
Yes. I don't remember. I don't work with boceto.
With the sketches?
I only write about my work, but I didn't do the sketches for my work. I have the image in my mind and only have to do possible this.
Everything happens in action then.
And so there are, I guess, 5 more of these quotes that you're going to make. Wow. Okay. That's going to be, a long time to finish, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, but in 2 or 3 months, they should be done. No, más o menos.
Wow. Yeah.
So a lot of work ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. We can't wait to see the rest of the quotes. So, maybe we can pick one more art. Do you have something in mind, buddy?
The left one, I think Jimena talked about this in our last meeting. Yeah.
This is Maddie's pick.
All of them are my favorite, but everyone have their own unique story behind them.
Yeah.
How big is this piece?
It's not enough.
Not enough. Not enough. It should be bigger.
It always can be bigger.
The more little.
Yeah. So what happens? Do you go back to your art and then add to this, or do you just leave it alone and move on?
Si lo deja, si después volverás a él o lo dejas y, ¿sabes? Lo vas trabajando. Eso que a veces dejas obras como paradas y después vuelves a ellas dentro de un tiempo.
This is of example. Sí, que lo dejé parado un tiempo.
This is an example of a piece she worked on and then left the piece for maybe 2 or 3 months that she did not work on that.
Oh, yeah.
And 2 or 3 months later, as she worked on other pieces, she had new ideas or new ways to solve the equation that is the art piece, and she returned to the art piece and then finished it.
Yes, because with this piece I have to discutir.
¿To argue?
No, pero discutir en plan discuss. Sí, como conversar así.
Vale, sí.
Discuss with myself because I had the idea, but I really didn't like. And this in this photo is not finished. Is I no la tenía acabada.
This was not finished.
This was not finished, and yo me tuve que tomar tiempo para pensar el final.
Yeah, so this was not finished still, but then she had to has some time for her to think about how to finish it and how to solve everything and give it more cohesion. And
the only difference with the finished piece was black, because I didn't convince me the transparency with the wood, and I had to put white everywhere.
And now you see a lot of transparency of the wood behind the white painting, and she was hesitant if she should leave it that way or put more white in it. So she put more white finally, and she is happier with the result. Not in Sudan.
No.
And it's not uploaded, but we will upload it, the final version.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very, very similar.
Yeah.
Great.
The discussion with myself about the finish in this case was the integration.
Yeah, perhaps one final art piece, guys, before our last question.
Yes.
If it's okay, we could go back about this because I think it tells a lot about the artist, and we're curious more about your approach here again and on this art piece.
¿Cómo es? Autorretrato
Self Portrait.
Sí.
Yeah,
my English is bad, sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
Her self portrait.
Yes.
My self portrait.
Yes.
Empieza por arriba y ves bajando.
Sí. These pies have 7 years, and it's about me.
Yes.
My life.
Mm.
Hasta que tuve los niños.
Until she had her sons.
Cada elemento tiene un significado.
Each element has its its meaning. So.
Bueno, los 2 ojos, cada uno corresponde a uno de mis hijos.
The 2 eyes are for her 2 sons, one for each.
The music is in my mind because ever was important for me. The good music, of course. Because my father was playing the guitar, and I remember when he played with me, and he me hacía dormir.
And he made her sleep with the songs he sang to her.
La mejor manera de recordar a mi padre es tocando la guitarra.
The best way to remember her father is playing the guitar.
And también es importante que siempre I ever had a curiosity, and if I want to know something, I recurría. I go to study anything, and in my face have a similar of books.
Yeah, the books of the right.
Yeah.
The books of the right part of his face are because she always was very curious, and when she had curiosity about something, she had to read about things and research, as we said. So the books are for that.
If I have to think, I like it. Read.
She liked to read.
Right?
And write.
And write. Since I have 7 or 6 years old, I beginning to write my own books.
Wow.
But I don't have nothing because se perdieron.
They were lost. She doesn't keep them because they were lost. But yeah, she read and write from a very early age.
A mi madre no le gustaba juntar cosas.
Acumular. Her mother didn't like to store a lot of things, so most of these early works of her are lost forever. But yeah.
Yeah. Más cosas en la otra mejilla.
On the other cheek.
Es el entramado de la vida en sí mismo, ¿no?
It's the pattern or the interweaving of the life itself.
Es como si cada historia fuera un episodio diferente, pero estuvieran todos conectados.
as if every cell of this pattern is a different episode of life, but everything is interconnected.
Y pues las manos es parte de la educación que se impartía en mi hogar.
And the hands on her mouth are part of the education that she received when she was a child in her environment. You understand, like people were not so able to speak and sometimes used their hands. So the violence and everything that she saw when she was little. Lo de la pintura del ojo.
Ah, sí. Sí. No, yo usaba la niña.
And the black painting on the right eye is because it was a thing she wore when she was like
adolescente, joven.
When she was younger, she also always painted her eye with this, and so it's like an identity trait for her.
Mm.
And yeah, more or less that's all. The music in her mind, her child's in her eyes, and knowledge.
My curly hair.
Her curly hair, of course. And and yeah, the education she received.
Mm-hmm.
So your parents are both from are they in Spain? From Spain originally?
No.
In fact, she's from Uruguay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice. Both parents are from Uruguay?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. Yeah. And do you still play music up to now? What musical instrument are you playing?
No, never. I tried to play. I tried to play the guitar when I was a
teenager.
Yes.
When she was teenager, she tried to play.
Maybe I was 13 or 14 years old.
Yes.
And I wanted to play his guitar.
Yes.
And he told me that yes, he taught me, and only have to try to play lo que él me decía.
She only had to play what he said her to play.
After 3 weeks, I try it.
Sí, of trying.
Play that he told me.
Mm-hmm.
I le quise mostrar lo que...
She wanted to show him how he was playing what he has taught her.
Y él me dijo que hasta que no me sangren los dedos no habría hecho suficiente.
And he told her that until her fingers were bleeding, she would not have made enough.
Entonces ahí decidí que eso no era lo mío.
And then she realized that was not for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. At least your talent came out in another area, right? In art.
Yeah.
Yes. So I guess you have still another one question, Mandy, for this art.
For this one, not, but maybe we can talk more about the instruments art, the one that we show on the last thing.
I'm sorry.
Well, the one I think you have to go.
Yeah. Or yeah. We also don't want to...
Even this last one that painted in red. I am really curious to know about this one. The last post.
This one?
I don't know if we are. No. The second one at the end.
This one?
Go up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe
I don't know if we can talk about this or not. But I was curious to know what's happening.
Yeah. Maybe a very last art to talk about, guys. We're sorry, but we're just really curious about your art.
No, of course.
Yeah.
No.
So, could you tell us about this art piece?
Quizás tenga 7, 8 años.
Maybe this painting has 7 or 8 years.
En origen no era así.
Originally, it was not like that.
En principio se creó y eran una serie de buzones de madera antiguos.
In the beginning were some letter boxes, old letter boxes there made from wood, as you can see, and still some pieces of them.
Sí, boxes of de casa, ¿cómo se diría?
Letter boxes.
Letter boxes, okay. And un día me puse a observarlo. Y me di cuenta que guardaba cierta violencia que no me había dado cuenta cuando lo creé.
And one day she was looking at the art piece, and she saw that it had some violence inside that she didn't realize when she was making it. So when some time later she saw that violence and she didn't like that.
Y o sea que debe tener más de 7 años. 7 años es la última, debe tener más.
Mm-hmm.
Sí, debe tener cerca de 20 años. Sí, sí. El original debe tener 20 años.
So maybe the original one has like 20 years. And then when she was looking it again was 7 years ago.
Y decidí reconstruirlo.
And she decided to rebuild it.
Sí, le quité volumen porque lo que hice fue aplanarlo.
She removed some of the volume, of the boxes. She removed some parts and made it thinner.
Quité material que me parecía, elementos que me parecían como que no, violentos, agresivos, clavos.
She removed some elements that she thought were very violent, like nails, for example, or things that could transmit this kind of message.
Y lo amenicé lo integré todo con el rojo.
No. And just she removed these harmful parts and then added the red painting in everywhere to make it cohesive and integrate every part.
Para que ningún elemento fuese más protagonista que otro.
So putting red in everywhere, she achieved that any element were more important than another.
Pero de todas formas no lo quise destruir todo porque era parte de mi historia.
But she didn't want to destroy the art piece in its whole, because it was part of her history and his process. So she just remade it in a way she was more comfortable working.
He de reconocer que cuando hice esta reconstrucción, no solo fue de la pieza, sino también entiendo que había sido un proceso interior mío.
She understands that when she made this artwork, when she remodeled this artwork and removed that part, wasn't only a thing that happened with the artwork, but also with herself. She also was like learning new things and a growth process that was inside her. So she was a different person than she was when she made the first version of this piece.
Yes. Yeah, I think there's two things that are amazed me in this, because at first you mentioned this was 20 years ago, the first one, and then you visited it 7 years ago. So there's such a long time between that, and yet you were able to go back to this art and improve it. I think it's really amazing. And secondly, I think this is a good pick from Maddie, because I also love the proportion here. I think there is a proportion here, although it's abstract, the proportions are really nice, are really well, which is, I think, really really appealing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But one of the most great thing here is that because of these pieces done in the during of years, and they have this layering style. It really represents your like whole life journey, like every like different year and how you think about your artist and what you want to show here.
Es eso, que como has hecho a lo largo de los años, hay como las distintas capas que se van acumulando y como que te demuestran mucho a ti. Yeah, yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, she does it quite often. Well, maybe not quite often, but sometimes. For example, if you want to see another art that had a similar process, Moby-Dick también fue de este tipo, más o menos, aunque no con tantos años. If you go
you
down,
have it in IG?
Yeah, down. Está como en entero, ¿no?
Sí,
yeah, here, the big one, the one that is 3 pieces. No, up.
This one?
Up. No, a little bit up.
This one?
Go up.
This one?
Up. Go up.
This one?
The bigger
here.
one.
I think
one. This one, yeah. It's called Moby-Dick. As the history, the tale from Herman Melville. ¿Cuándo hiciste la primera versión de este, digamos?
Lionel, can you open the central part?
No me acuerdo. Hace un año.
No, la primera versión, ¿eh?
¿Cómo la primera?
Este lo dejaste colgado y después lo trabajaste.
Sí, por eso.
Encima.
Pues un año antes de acabar en el 2022.
Oh, this was done 1 year, and then 1 year later she came back to it and added more volume. Aquí, ¿qué veías que trataba?
Integración, integrar los elementos.
And she thought that it was not very well integrated, the parts. There was no the cohesion she expected from it.
Y no me había atrevido a darle el volumen que quería.
And she was hesitant to add the volume she already thought, and with the time that has transcorred between 1 year and another, she was able to give more volume to this piece.
Sí, pero igual he trabajado otra en la misma técnica con más volumen, que es la que salió.
But she already has worked in his last piece of this kind. Is also in her Instagram. If you see I think it's the third picture there. If you want to see that has more volume than that. If you go, up, the third picture of his Instagram.
Okay.
You go up.
This one?
No. Yeah, this one. Okay. This one. Yes. This. It has a lot of more volume.
Yes.
Solo esa, pero no está acabado.
It's not finished here, but the final version has more volume of the cups and the dishes and everything comes more towards you. Wow. And this is also, ¿cuándo hiciste la primera versión de este?
No, es este.
Pero que también lo retrabajaste.
Sí, pero diferente proceso.
Bueno.
Yeah, this is. Yes. Well, I think this is amazing because not only is it like a painting, but it has like this 3D effect about it. That it has a volume and it has a lot of texture.
This is why she is enjoying more the installation part, because it's now like mixing the sculpture part, the painting part, and it's like she's being able to do more what she thinks.
Yeah.
With this like everything that it's like the merging of everything she does.
Yes, exactly. And I don't think I have seen so many artists or an artist did this type of art where they do like this on a flat canvas and they have this like a volume about it. Yeah.
Then can you go back to the third pieces? Like
if only we could see this in actual. I know like we should see art in its physical presence, which should be like
exactly.
This one, Maddie?
But guys, how long? How big is this piece? Like in the proportion and size.
244 por 1.22.
2 meters 44.
Wow.
For 1 meter 22. For 1 meter 22. 1 meter 22 high, 2 meters 44.
So it's like a plywood size, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love those big types of art pieces because it has like this it really has this presence, and it affects you more when you look at it.
Yeah, te afecta más, tiene más presencia. Yeah, volume and size is also always an important thing when you are looking at an artwork.
Yeah. It's more powerful.
To work with big structures.
Bigger structures.
Yeah.
She likes to work in bigger structures because she feels more comfortable.
Yeah. Okay. And then perhaps last question from me before we go to the last part. Do you get commissions from people? Do they ask you to do art, or do you just do like make art and then people acquire them from you?
Las hago porque me gusta.
She does it because she thinks about that, and she has like her own process of thinking, and one piece lead to the other. Yeah. But they are not commissions. Everything you see here is thought by herself, and she's like when she's evolving in some technique or some path, one artwork leads to the other, so this is why you can see this clear like evolution in his work, and she adds more volume and then more, and then plays with other things and then mix other things, because she's doing like this process by herself.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Amazing. And one thing I really like about Jimena's work is that they are really like constructing in the construction level, not just the artist that paints a small board. It's like really you have to get physical for these art pieces.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when you see his last work, you will see it even more, the construction part. Yeah, she's more materic and with more volume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As you can see, this is the first part. If you go a little bit up,
yes,
here you see the first version of Moby-Dick.
This one?
Left? No, on the left.
Left down.
This one is the first version of Moby-Dick.
Oh, I see. So you took away some.
No, la primera es la que estoy al lado con el nido.
No, pero es el exacto. Sí. Yeah, this is the first version of Moby-Dick, the one you saw up with the three. And as you can see, the second one is more integrated, has more volume, and this is a clear example of a rework of one of her works. As you see, it's in process. In the title, you see in process, but she didn't took it until 1 year or 1 year and a half later.
Yeah. I mean, I wish we could only do that in our projects in architecture, that we just revisit it and like take away some parts easily. Yeah. So why is it called, maybe why is it called Moby-Dick though?
Oh, ¿por qué se llama Moby-Dick? Because it's big, it's white.
No,
no, it's a joke.
Sí, de esa técnica y de esa línea es el más grande.
Yeah, in this technique she uses is the biggest she has is that one, but not only for that.
The name is compartida.
Is shared.
It's shared because porque él me ayuda.
I sometimes help her with the names of the artwork.
Yeah.
So
and la idea fue tuya.
The idea was, in fact, the idea came from me because I don't know, when I saw it, it was big and powerful, so it reminded me of Moby-Dick, but also the theme, even though it has not a theme by itself, at least for me, it reminds me of the sea, the waves, and when you go to the beach and see the waves kiss the shore, and sometimes they carry some objects and they leave them on the shore, So kind of remind me of that, and also like very powerful, a lot of energy. The waves were like colliding with each other. So I don't know, it came to me like that.
Yeah.
Y como es un proyecto que trata de la memoria y de cómo quedan ciertos aspectos y hechos de nuestra vida como una huella en nuestro pensamiento.
And it's a project that works about the memory and how the everyday objects are left and they come to our thinking again.
Es como una ola que va dejando continuas huellas y se van acumulando emociones y pensamientos.
It's like a wave that is giving us impressions and feelings and thoughts, and comes again and again and again. And by the years, you are having like the layering of all these thoughts and impressions you have had along your life.
It's very like deep and insightful.
Thank you.
Yes. Maddie, perhaps you can do the last question, as we don't want to keep you guys too long.
Yeah. Even though I want to just continue to talk about these pieces. But Jimena, what's your advice to the artists that want to start their own career and they don't figure out their own style?
Sorry, can you repeat? We didn't.
I wanted to know her advice for the younger artists that are in the starting point of their own career. Yeah.
Consejo para artistas jóvenes que están empezando.
Que no den nada por hecho.
That they don't give anything as done. Bueno, sí, no frases hechas por eso. Porque no puedo traducir también.
Vale. Que estén siempre al corriente de las nuevas tendencias.
To be curious, to be aware of the new things that are being done.
No solo de...
Este es el cuadro de la Universidad de Murcia.
Sí.
The last...
No, pero este es un vídeo, igual se va a pasar.
Vale. You had there some of the artworks that have been in some competitions. For example, in a university here in Spain, some of the pictures you have seen are there for a show in the upcoming year. But yeah, continúa con la del consejo para artistas.
Sí. Bueno, que estén al tanto de las nuevas tendencias, no solo del arte plástico, sino de la literatura, de todo lo posible, filosofía, todas las ciencias en general.
For the aspiring artists to be aware of the state of the world, not only the artistic world, but philosophy, reading, everything they can absorb will be good for them, not only art.
Que el arte contemporáneo sí que ha cambiado mucho las normas de su presentación, digamos.
Contemporary art has changed a lot of the laws of the presentation itself, has changed a lot of things. And so it's not like an artist does an artwork and show it to people and that's all. It's not like that nowadays. That you have to have something to say, and the message is even more important than the form. You know, this is why sometimes we look at some contemporary art and we don't understand why is only a piece of wood there, for example. But the history behind it is what gives its value, or it gives another whole layer of knowledge to the artwork, not only if it is aesthetically pleasing or beautiful.
So, no se rindan.
And they don't surrender because the path is long and hard. So they have to be persistent and keep doing what they want. And but learning from everywhere they can. And that would be it.
It's amazing. Thank you, guys. It's really lovely to talk to you guys. I can't have enough of it, but very short on time. But that was so amazing.
Yeah, if only we could talk about like your art for like longer hours, but we don't want to keep you too long. And we'll wait for more of your posting of your art. I mean, definitely we'd like to see them.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next code that are gonna be published.
Próximamente.
In some time you will see it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it will be there.